जय श्री माता जी। श्री माता जी के श्री चरणों पर नतमस्तक होकर प्रणाम करेंगे और बंधन लेंगे। श्री महामंत्र एवं श्री गणेश मंत्र।
Saraswati
अब हम संतुलन करेंगे। अपना बायां हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर, दाहिना हाथ धरती मां पर। पूर्ण हृदय से प्रार्थना करेंगे, श्री माता जी कृपा करके हमारे ईड़ा नाड़ी की समस्त बाधाओं को, हमारी अशुद्ध इच्छाओं को धरती तत्व में विलीन करें। दाहिना हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर, बायां हाथ आकाश की तरफ। पूर्ण हृदय से प्रार्थना करेंगे, श्री माता जी कृपा करके हमारे पिंगला नाड़ी में जो भी बाधाएं हैं, अत्यधिक विचार है, उन्हें आप आकाश तत्व में विलीन करें। अब दोनों हथेली श्री माता जी की ओर, अपना चित्त पहले हृदय पे लेके जाएंगे। श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करेंगे, श्री माता जी कृपा करके हमारे हृदय को खोल दें, हमें आपके प्यार की अनुभूति हो। अब अपना चित्त सहस्त्रार पर रखेंगे। श्री माता जी कृपा करके हमें निर्विचार बनाए। अब हम श्री माता जी की अमृत वाणी सुनेंगे, उसके पश्चात कुछ समय ध्यान में रहेंगे।
See, humor can say many things which you cannot say otherwise. This is absolutely a best way of saying things in which you feel embarrassed, isn't it? But this shows that we should understand Sahaja Yoga, that unless and until we are quiet, unless and until we are in thoughtless awareness, we cannot grow. So all these extreme behaviors cannot take you to the center. I must admit that the marriage business sometimes really shocks me the way some people are married to some people. I don't know how it works out, but because very surprisingly somebody appears on the stage and now we have no time to consult 300 what you call the reports, and Yogi tells me it's all right, then I said all right. Because for the whole month he's behind me with his file, showing me names of the people who are to be married, this, that, and really it's quite confusing. And there are so many other things I'm doing at the same time. Doesn't matter. Sometimes really it has been a real blunders. I think such horrible blunders. And I suddenly discover them, and then I'm surprised that most of them are the entries at the last minute, you see, and you don't know what you have done. And everybody in such a big mood of marriage. It's impossible to tell them, no, you can't marry now, you haven't given the... Because you see, they just come with such enthusiasm that you don't know what to say. And sometimes you marry somebody at the last minute, and they try to escape then. Also, it's dangerous. This last minute marriages, I have told that now should be avoided if possible. But some of them turn out to be very wonderful. This last minute marriages, I must tell you this, we can say that, see, this Madhuri and her husband Dev, absolutely last minute. But last than, I mean, I must say the last, more last, or the absolutely the last, was our Giovanni and Shashibala. When Giovanni came, he was supposed to marry some girl. And this girl didn't turn up. I think I don't know what was the matter, she never turned up. Now he was all ready, you see in Marathi we say Gurgyala bashing badhun. Means that thing that you put on your head is bashing. He's so much in a hurry that he tied this on his knees, you see. With his Mangalsutra and all that he was there. I didn't know what to do. He said, no, mother, where's my wife? I said, now from where to get somebody for him? So this Shashibal, I don't know, I was just thinking that Sahaj something should happen, otherwise this fellow will collapse. Oh, the boys have come now. They are here. Where is my wife? I said, I don't know, she was to come. I don't know why she's not come. No, where is she? So, luckily, the Shashibal, I don't know how she got this idea. And she said, mother, can I get married now? I said, now? Yes, I want to marry now. So I said, you have not told your parents, doesn't matter. In any case, they belong to some group which doesn't want me to marry. I would like to marry someone. So I said, all right, there's one Giovanni here. Would you like to marry him? Yes, of course. And Giovanni was in such an enthusiasm, he said, yes. They are really ideal couples. Both of them are doing very well. And there was no sari available at that time. So I said, all right, I pulled out a sari from my coach. And I said, now use this one. So we have had many spontaneous marriages. Very spontaneous. And they have been extremely beautiful and has not been a problem. And some problems have been where they have been living together for years together, and as soon as they marry, they come to me, mother, can we divorce now? This I can't understand, they can live together for years together. So it's something has to do with your previous lives, I personally think. These marriages have something to do with your previous lives. Maybe you might be wanting to marry somebody, hankering after someone, so that person had to be in your life to learn you a lesson or whatever it is. But I just can't understand, because apparently whatever looks very nice, then sometimes it really becomes very funny. And sometimes also we make mistakes. Like I think Warren was the real culprit. The way he made mistakes, I mean, I can't imagine. Now Yogi is a hasty man. So if you find somebody on the stage standing, some girl you see standing there, and he doesn't know what to do, he has to marry her to someone like that. So, see, some boys suddenly refuse to marry someone, or some girls do not like some boys. Then you feel that they are in a mood of a marriage, so better get them married to someone like. So there's a mood in Sahaja Yoga I've seen people get into moods and things. But the problem is like this, in India we are built up from childhood that you'll have your husband and this. So we don't consider anybody as our husband or anything. We wait till our parents decide, all right, this is all right. Normally girls never think of any husband or anything. Boys also, I don't think this love affair is there much in India. And then the parents decide for them that this is all right, but we consult horoscopes, you see. But here we consult vibrations, but there we consult horoscopes. And when the horoscopes are all right, you see, like Baba Mama's marriage, I must tell you. Baba, there was a very well-known person to her, and his sister's daughter was there to be married to him. I mean, they gave the proposal, came for Baba Mama. Now, Baba Mama was much fatter than this at that time. And he had 6 friends who were even as fat as himself. And we had a huge big car in that they all sat and went to see the girl, you know, that's a custom in India. Now this girl, poor thing, she saw from the window 6 6 wrestlers coming down. She got such a fright, she said, which one of them is going to be my husband? So I went up and I told her that such and such, this and this. But she said, all right, this is, if I have to marry this man, I'll marry him. But you just tell me, you stand behind the person whom I have to marry because there are so many looking exactly the same. And that's how the marriage took place. But you see, that was the first time they saw. Then he asked me, do you like the girl? I said, I like her very much. And then I asked her, she just nodded her head, and the marriage was fixed at that moment. So you see, that's the style. We think that our elders are much more wiser and sensible. But in Sahaja Yoga sometimes, we fail. I think sometimes really we are befooled by some negative things. And sometimes we get girls who are really not at all capable of getting married, or I should say not good, or boys like that. And it's very shocking sometimes what happened. But this is due to the last minute thing. So now I'm going to think about it that only under something circumstances which are absolutely compelling, that you know about someone very well, and if such a person is let down, then it's all right. But mostly if you don't know the person and suddenly they come up, then one should not go with the spontaneous marriage. But you see, marriage is a thing for Indians, is that is just like having a baby in the house, you see, just like that. It's a part and parcel. So they never think that, all right, my wife has come, she's short or she's fair or dark, nothing. Now she's my wife, like your child. Like your child comes in, that's it. So this is what it is, a marriage. This is the wife who has come, the husband is there. Husband is supposed to be a husband, wife is supposed to be a wife. Finish, that's a part of the family, we all live together. And husband is supposed to protect the wife, and the wife is supposed to look after the husband and all the family people and everyone. So it is such a training, morning till evening. You see, every day we see, even like Aradhana now, Anupama, my granddaughter, Shonu, all of them, I see them, they are just training themselves, you see, automatically. So that when the marriage takes place, they take to it like a fish takes to water. There's no problem with that. See, but here the thing is that you have an idea that you must fall in love. When you fall 10 times, actually, and you really fall. So the marriage is regarded as some sort of a shopping business. That's how it fails also. Once you are married, just accept this is the part of your life, it's from your destiny, it's your life, previous life's things. It's just accept the man, work it out. And we don't even work out marriage, they just work out. We never work. Many people say, I'll make it work. I mean, how? Is it a machine or something that to make it work? It's so artificial. So that's how if you take to marriage in that way. A married couple has to know in Sahaja Yoga that they are married because they are such, and they have to have children who are going to be great saints and Sahaja Yogis and great people. And then they have to develop their relationship in Sahaja Yoga in a proper way. Now, as I see, it's correct that you say you are left-sided, you are right-sided, you are this, you are that. But you see, in Sahaja Yoga, you become actually the person who is the Vaishnava, is the one who is in the center. Vishnu's path. You are neither left nor right. You are on Shri Krishna's path. So, how can you remain left or right? If you are left or right, then you are no more Sahaja. Sahaja Yogis are, now see, look at me. I would say that if you want to keep me awake, I can keep awake for 5 days. If you want me to sleep, I can sleep for 5 days. Under my command. If you want me to sleep on ground, I can sit on the ground, I can sleep on the stones. And I did not sleep at all. Doesn't make a difference to me at all, because I am not at all bothered about my body or my uh, uh, by my physical comfort. I don't know what physical comfort means. So you can do whatever you like. So if you have to get up at 6 o'clock, I can get up at 5 if you want. And if you want, I can sleep at 5 also. So the thing is, the body should be under our command. We should not be under the command of the body, both ways. But in a left-sided person, it's not only the body, also the emotions play part. But in the right-sided person, it's his physical body itself is a jerky type all the time, jumping, jumping. You know, you take a child, nowadays they're suffering from this disease, that they want to go out, run here, run there, do this, do that, all the time, just like monkeys. So they are just roaming about. And they're overactive, and it's a disease now, and overactivity is a disease. And nowadays, I think it will end up into that horrible stuff that you call as Yuppies disease. And you just become like reptiles. People have to carry, like, you see, as they carry snakes or they carry fishes. Like that, your body becomes absolutely revolting against your conscious mind. So you can't even walk, you can't even talk. So that's one thing that happens. And the second part is the lethargic people also, they cannot lift their legs, you see. They cannot sit on the ground, they cannot do this, they cannot keep awake. So these problems are so serious that they have to be finished off in surgery, no doubt. But if your body demands it, now supposing your body demands that you should sleep. So you should say, I'll not sleep now. Let me see, what can you do? You command your body. What do you mean by yourself? Who are you to tell me sleep at this time, sleep at that time? That is how you have to master your body. Like once I remember, we had a transfer and we had no beds, nothing, and I thought better sleep on the ground because I could sleep anywhere. And I had some pain in the body. I was amazed at myself. For 1 month I slept just on the cement, direct. Let me see. What is this body going to do? Then with the mind also. You see, the mind also all the time wobbly. As like they cannot sit at home now. They have come here, oh, let's go out, look at this, look at that. Let's see this, let's see that. They can't sit properly for 5 minutes together. So there should be contentment within yourself. You make me sit in a room, I'd sit comfortably for hours, ages. I would not like to go anywhere, to see this, to go around this. If I have to go, I will go. Otherwise, I'm contented. Just what is there to see this and see that? Now you go about this way, that way, run about. So this is also a mind of the right-sided person who is all the time running away from us, running away from the house, running away from himself. So these extremes come in only when you are not in the center, when you are not yourself fully. When you are yourself, you really enjoy yourself fully, whether there is someone or not. Now, I was just thinking today that supposing any other Indian lady would have been in this big house, she had written a long letter to her husband that, oh, I'm so frightened here, there are bhoots looking at me from this side, and this and that, and this, all kinds of things. Because I've seen such letters written, you see, by people. And I used to be amazed, what is there to be afraid? Because if you are in a big house or a small house, what does it matter? If it's a big house, does it mean that it becomes bhutish? And if it's a small house, it doesn't become like that. See, so it's all conditionings of the mind. So if you have the conditionings, then you are not a surgeon. There should be no conditioning. Now I've seen that by God's grace, I have all the comforts in my family life. But to me, it makes no difference. Neither physical, nor mental, nor emotional, nothing of the kind. Now, so many people get very upset if you say they do something wrong, like Marcus, Mr. Marcus, he turned out to be a funny fellow. Doesn't matter. He's funny, that's all finished. I don't feel much about it. People were very much disturbed. Of course, you feel more disturbed because he said some things against me. But to me, it doesn't matter. Now you start singing my praise, my jai. Sometimes I don't know if you are singing mine. All the time I think that you are singing somebody else's jai. And sometimes I may join you. If it's possible, I have to keep quiet. No, 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 it's me they are singing about. I have to tell myself it's for me. So there should not be any sort of reaction. That's the point. Niranjana should not react. You see something, just see it. Don't react. You hear something, you just hear. Don't react. If you can manage no reaction business, means you do not react on that, neither emotionally, nor physically, nor mentally. Then spiritually you will act. It works. That works. Like Mr. Gorbachev's problem, you see. I told him, give me about 2 hours, just I'm going to sleep now. Because when I sleep, then all my attention is on one point. So I said, all right, Gorbachev, come along, sleep now. Finished. Problem was solved. That's how it works out. But when you sleep also, you are dreaming, you are thinking about this, you are doing that, tomorrow I have to get up for meditation, nothing. You just tell yourself, tomorrow there's meditation. Finish. That time you will get up. 4 o'clock means 4 o'clock. No, for the whole day today, I think, what time I got up, I don't know. Get up very early. Then everybody is sleeping. Then again I sleep. I don't know what to do. Again I get up. Then everybody is fast asleep. All right, let them sleep, doesn't matter. Then I say, all right, call somebody. I'll have some tea or something. But what I'm saying is that such a person is not troublesome to him. There's no demand, nothing. Everything is fine. It's all right. And on the contrary, you do so much for me that I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I must thank you all, the Swiss, you brought such nice, beautiful sheets and things for me. I never knew what sort of sheets I was using. I never knew what sort of pillowcase I had, nothing. Today she told me that I brought the sheets. I said, really? This is from. I never knew what I was using. So you see, not that I wouldn't say that I don't know about things. I know would be sorry when it was given to me, in what future. I know from where it comes. I know the art. But what I don't worry about is this, when is that thing gone? When is it this meticulously? Why this is not at 10 o'clock? Why this is not? You can meditate any time. But 4 o'clock is the time. That's too much for you. But I should say about 6 o'clock at least. 6. 6 o'clock is the time when, see, you are away from the day's problems because so much time has passed. And that's the time when you are in a state where you are silent. You are now getting up. Now supposing you have to go to work at 7, then you must do your meditation by about 5. So 5 o'clock you get up, whichever way you like. Then you 5, at least you'll get 10-15 minutes free where you meditate. Because then you have to get ready, you have to go. So 1 hour you take to get ready. Before that, if you can get up, I tell you, you just practice it, it will be very helpful. It's not that it is compulsory, if you don't meditate, you will go to hell, nothing of the kind. Sahaja Yoga is not like that. Only in Sahaja Yoga, one thing is that if you have to grow, then you have to meditate. And that's the best time for individual meditation, And that's how one has to do it. But in the West, I don't know why getting up early in the morning is worse than giving them a corporal punishment, I think. But maybe because in India, the timings are such that we are used to that kind of life. And I always get up very early. Whatever time I may sleep, I get up early. And then if I have to keep awake, I can keep awake. So the body should be your master. Should be the master of your body. Should not try to rule me. Now you will know that I'll be very soon 70 years of age. Quite an old age it is supposed to be. And still, if you make me sit on the ground, I can sit for hours. Or if you sit on the thing, I can sit for hours. Sometimes I just sit on the ground just to allow the vibrations to flow. Many people can't even sit on the ground at this age. They have pains here, pains there. Of course, if you have pains, so what does it matter? You can see your pains. See, I burnt my fingers yesterday. There was a blister. Can you see that? Just see. So what I did, I put more oil and burnt it more. Will settle down. Little bit is still there, it will go back. It's very simple thing. You see, you should do it to your body. See, if it is trying to be misbehave, all right, do it more. Paining there, pain, more pain. So that is how you can conquer your body. But if you want to become slave of your body, then you cannot be spiritual.
जय श्री माता जी। थैंक यू श्री माता जी फॉर योर लव एंड ब्लेसिंग। श्री माता जी के श्री चरणों पर नतमस्तक होकर प्रणाम करेंगे और बंधन लें।